Good day to you, dear teachers. We are back again with a simple video to tell you how to do subjective type corrections using the Neverskip portal. Much earlier, we were using additional apps and additional ways of correcting our answer scripts and uploading the answers in the Neverskip portal. But now, Neverskip has come up with this beautiful idea of correcting our answer scripts using the Neverskip portal itself without using any additional apps. In this video, we are going to focus on three important things. Number one, how to schedule a subjective type question. Number two, how should children upload their question paper or answer papers. Number three, how should teachers do their correction using the Neverskip portal. So let's get started and check out how to do our subjective type evaluation. So when you go to the home page of Neverskip portal, you have the question bank. Under the question bank, you have 4 drop downs where you have the exam, schedule exam, online test report and evaluate. So the first icon will help you to schedule your exam. Kindly make sure that you give a proper name for your exam, because when you are scheduling your exam, all the teachers who have scheduled the exam might appear on your screen. So from there, to select and identify your exam might be a little challenging one. So when you are adding an exam, give a suitable name for your exam name. So once it is done, you can start preparing your question. So here I have, in this purple icon, in the purple space, you have add questions. You can just keep adding question. If you have planned to give a 25 marks question paper, the first 5 can be for one words, your multiple choice question. The next 5 question can be your 2 marks question, and following which you can have your 5 marks questions. So all this will come under one exam column. There is a missing icon here, export PDF. So it might be added to our app a little later. So using that particular icon, you can download your question paper and use it for further reference. So at the moment, we are not having it. Now let us move on to add questions. So when you go to add questions, right below the purple column, you have the objective type and subjective type. Teachers, you are much aware of doing objective type questions for your children. So you can use your max symbol, the images, the link, and you are much familiar with it. You have had hands-on training on it. So let us move on to the subjective type question. Only the objective type questions will have the options, whereas when you click on to subjective type questions, you will not get any options. You can simply type your question and give suitable marks for your question. So there are 2 ways of doing it. Number 1, you can give each question in a separate column, or under question number 5, you can keep it as A, B, C, D, E and give 10 marks. So whichever way is convenient for you, you can do it. So now here I have made my question paper for 10 marks, which contains 4 one-word questions, 1 2-mark question and 1 4-mark question. So my question paper is ready, after which I will schedule my exam. So once the scheduling is done, as I told you, the exam name will contain the exams given scheduled by all the teachers. So kindly make sure that you select the appropriate and correct exam so that the children might not face any difficulty. So after you select your exam name, you have right below you have right below, there's something called as publish result. So this publish result icon, it has yes and no. Two options are there. So only for multiple choice questions, the result will be published immediately to the children. Whereas if it is a subjective marks questions, the result will not be shown to the children. Only after the evaluation, we can publish the question. So by default, when you select subjective type question, it will the icon will say no. So once you save it, your question paper and your exam is ready for the children. Now let's move on to the second one. What should children do to their online tests, and how will they upload their answers into the portal? So here I have a model of the parent app. So when children go to online test, so this is the page that they will be screened for them. The blue test will show that these are the tests that they have completed. The red one shows that they have skipped the test, and the green one is the test that they are going to do. So when they open the test, the questions will start appearing for the children in the order that you had given them. So the first set of questions will be your objective type questions, where children quickly click the correct answer. So save and next. They click the correct answer and save and next. Click the correct answer. Now, when they come to question number 5, that is a subjective type question. So they can add an image. So for this particular question, write all the factors of 24. I'm going to add the image, my answer, into this. So I simply click on to add image. There are two options again. I can directly take a click from my camera, or I can use an already taken picture. So when I touch my files, when I go to my files, there I already taken a picture of my answer. So I attach it to my 5th question. So the answer is added here. Then I go to my next question. So here I'm going to add an image. I'm going to use my camera. I will take a screenshot of my 6th answer and then press the OK button. So the 6th answer image is also added. So when children press the submit button, the answer paper is submitted and the green color icon has been turned into blue, showing that the children had completed their test. So this is from the student's point of view. So moving on to the third one, when you open the teacher app, under the evaluation column, you will have the list of children who have done that particular test. So here I am just going to simply show that particular child's work, what the child had uploaded for us. So this is what So this was the question, the 5th question that we added, and this is the question that was added by a child. So it will be reflected to us when we open the evaluation button. So our answer papers are ready for evaluation. Now we will move on to the third and important part, that is how to do the evaluation.
Good day, teachers. This video will help you to do the manual corrections of answer scripts for the online tests you conduct through Neverskip portal. So for first, you log into Neverskip portal by entering your mobile number and password. Click to the options. You see these 4 menus. Go under question bank. Now you would have already created an exam and scheduled an exam for the students. So after you conducted the exam, you get the report only for objectives. Now how do we do manual corrections for the answers, subjective answers? Go to evaluate. So this will display the list of tests you conducted through online. All the tests through Neverskip portal. So here you can go to select exam and choose by entering your exam name. So to avoid confusion, I have given like codes for each class. Now only those 2 exams will be displayed to me. Now first one, you can see there are 3 options: view, unpublish, SMS. View means it will give you the details of how many papers you evaluated, how many papers are pending and all that. Unpublish means you don't want to reveal the marks to the students. If you give publish, the marks and papers will go to the students, and SMS will reach the parents. So first I am clicking to view. Now this will give you the status of how many students attended the test and how many papers we have finished evaluating. So 10 students attended, and out of that only 1 paper was evaluated. So first student, you can see MCQ 9 multiple choice questions. I have this test was conducted for both multiple choice questions for 10 marks and subjective answers for 10 marks. So total for 20 marks. So it will give the split up and give the total. So MCQ, as soon as the students submit the answers, the portal will generate the marks for multiple choice questions, and subjective answers, after we do the manual corrections, the total marks will be displayed. After correcting this paper, it will show a green circle with a tick mark, which means the paper is evaluated. Now I'll show you how to do the corrections. Now click to evaluate. Give a tick. Since it's a 2-mark answer, you will see the marking from 0.5 to 2. For 10 marks means it will be from 0.5 to 10 marks. Then give 2. Then click to top right, next question. For some questions, students will be writing it in 3 pages. So in that case, it will show question number 3, answer page 1 of 3. So there are 3 pages for this particular question. Click to the blue right arrow mark to go to the next page. And give 3 marks. If you want to give any comment, bottom right you have a keyboard option. Good. If you want to give any comment, so the comment also will be added at the end of the page. Now go to the next question. So when you move to the next question, your corrections, your marks will be uploaded. Now after corrections, if you feel you want to re-evaluate, you can go again to evaluate. Click on to evaluate and check whatever is correct or wrong. If you feel it's okay, you can just give a cross top left. It will come back to the main menu. Now you can see the third student This evaluate icon is very light, like a watermark, which means the student did not attend the test and you cannot evaluate the paper. Sometimes students will take an image and upload it, but the app will not accept, because if the image is not clear, if the image is blurred, the app will not accept. In that case, the students' subjective answers will be considered as skipped question. So we must instruct the students to upload the clear image. Either they can use Scan or Cam Scanner or any other apps to upload the image clearly. So like that you can evaluate, and you can check how many papers are evaluated. After evaluation, you can go top right, you can see one X, that is exporting the document into Excel sheet. Now I am clicking to this Excel, download. So this is the marks report. So only for the first two students I have corrected how many marks for MCQ and how many for subjective and what is the total. So this you can save it immediately in your drive. So I am creating a class and saving it. So as soon as the correction is over, you can save it under each folder. So like that you can do for all the classes, and it will be saved, stored in the portal. You can do the same thing in your teacher app also. Those who are finding very easy with the phone, top left you see 3 lines options. Go under evaluation, the same procedure. Select exam, go to view and go to a particular student and click evaluate and start correcting. So this way you need not download the answer scripts and you need not use any other software. Just with one click you can do the corrections, teachers. Thank you so much.